Thank you, sir. Thanks to Ken.
Ken, that is a sexy paint scheme.
69 roll.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the NMNTS Sunday Night ARCA Series Disabled Military Vets Racing Boyd Gaming 133 at Charlotte Motor Speedway under the lights tonight. The race tonight is presented by MotorSims Racing Magazine. Dewey, we're picking up on these guys, just joining them during qualifying. We currently have 4 cars on the track right now with lap times down. Current quick time is Cherry Mesa with a 27.778. Dewey, welcome to the broadcast again. I hope you've had a great week so far. And for Tom Jenks up in the booth, I'm Tom Vanas and Dewey Lorzell. We are No Brakes Racing, bringing you 1080p broadcasting tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Looking forward to a good evening of racing here tonight at Charlotte. This is always a good racetrack. Usually always provides pretty good racing. So everybody buckle up. We should be in for a great night of racing here tonight.
So like right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're on board with the number 17 Alan Westman in the Chevy Impala SS for No Brakes TV, designed by Second to None Graphics. His first lap right now, coming around to grab the green flag. It's going to give him a time of 28.232 on his first lap. So we'll see if he's able to improve over the second lap. In practice, he's able to run at 27.792. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, he's also on track with the Ronald White, who picks up his first lap at a 28.423, good enough for sixth quickest. And the 17 of Alan Westman on a Giselle, Minnesota is good enough for a second quickest with a 27.744. Ronald White will be coming across the start-finish line here as he just enters into the backstretch coming out of turn 4. And he picks up a time of 27.807. That's going to be quick enough for fourth quickest, ladies and gentlemen. Stage yet to come out next is the 26 of Matt Skipper, running the Pepsi Monte Carlo this evening. He'll also be followed on the track by the 72 of Kenneth Younts. Speaking of Ken Younts, just want to give a big shout out to SimSpec PC Towers. Ken Younts and John Barron over there run that company for us. They're one of our primary sponsors day in, day out here in the NMNTS series. So big shout out to them. Go take a look at their sponsorship and their website at www.simspec.com.
Touching on Ronald White, I know Ronald's looking for a good week this week. He's trying to bounce back, involved in a lot of accidents. So there's a couple of guys that had a pretty bad week last week. So I know a lot of them are going to be hungry and looking for a better finish than what they had averaged last week here with the NMNTS.
Yeah, definitely doing here at Charlotte. It's a much more forgiving racetrack. Got some really high speeds that these boys run, but they're able to run multiple lines of traffic. So we should be able to see some really strong side-by-side racing tonight. Should be a lot of fun. I know another one of those guys who's looking for a big night is Billy Hargrove, the fisherman, number 22, one half of Go Fast Racing. So him and DJ Hargrove race together. They're father and son team. So DJ's up there. He'll be qualifying here in a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. But right now, Billy's holding the quick time at 27.730. Right now, Matt Skipper's been able to pull off quick time, ladies and gentlemen, with the 27.715 in the 26. And Ken Younts coming through. He's just now getting onto the track, getting up to his speed. Ladies and gentlemen, well, we're on board with Kenneth Younts in the white Impala SS. You can see he's got sponsorship and quarter panners for sale on his truck. So if you're looking for somebody to sponsor, get in touch with Kenneth Younts via iRacing or through the NMNTS Facebook page. Give him a shout. Maybe he can give him a little bit of support so he can put some sponsors on his car. Now on the track is number 16, Evil Knievel, Michael Redding. He's taken his first lap. He is currently at 28.781 for ninth quickest. He's got some time to improve. He's going to achieve what he did in practice at a 27.7, so it'll be interesting to see what he comes up with here on this second lap, does Evil Knievel. Ken Younts qualified with a 28.007, good enough for 8th quickest. And the 16 improves his time to a 27.825. Good enough for 6th quickest at this time on the board. Now coming on the track, ladies and gentlemen, is the number 12 of Corey Walters. He'll be running the Texaco Half and Chevrolet Impala SS this evening in the NMNTS series. Corey Walters had a pretty good season so far. He's been running pretty strong. He had a really fast practice time of 27:7:22. So it'll be interesting to see here what kind of time he's able to put up in practice. A lot of these guys have been very close to their practice time. Some of them have improved, some of them have not. So it'll be interesting to see what this lineup's going to look like at the end of the night. And the number 12 of Corey Walters takes his first lap, Cobham across start-finish line with a 28:370, good enough for 10th quickest. Jared Beasley coming in right behind him in the number 114. And he picks up a 28:207, good enough for 10th quickest. Tonight he's running the BA Graphics Chevy Impala SS here in the ARCA series for NMNTS. Corey Walters is able to improve his second lap, ladies and gentlemen, to a 27:787 with good enough for 5th quickest. And Jared Beasley in the number 114 picks up a 27:694. That is good enough for quick time. Now coming on the track is DJ Hargrove, the other half of Go Fast Racing that we talked about earlier. He partners with the old man Billy Hargrove in the number 22, who's currently 3rd quickest on the track. So DJ Hargrove runs the Axe White Label Impala SS here in the NMNTS Sunday ARCA Series Disabled Military Vets Racing Boyd Gaming 133 at Charlotte. He had a pretty quick fast time in practice. He ran a 27:712, did the fisherman, so he's come by taking the green flag, and he will send it off into turn 1 at 185 miles an hour, ladies and gentlemen. Also on the track is going to be the 00 of Gordon Larson Jr. He is running the Chevy SS tonight. Number 1 JGF final lap. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, in the 07 he's running tonight. DJ Hargrove picked up 12th quickest so far in his first lap with 28:524. He's going to have to improve quite a bit to get down to his practice time. And Gordon Larson Jr. in the 07 is 12th quickest with a 28:504. So it seems like a lot of these guys right now, ladies and gentlemen, are getting up to speed going around this first lap, and they'll come around and improve quite a bit on their second. That being said, the fisherman DJ Hargrove qualifies second fastest right now with a 27:714, and Gordon Larson Jr. coming out of turn 4, coming through the tri-oval. And he improves his time to a 27:703. He will be starting number 2 so far. Next 2 cars coming on the track here will be Jason Alexander in the number 5 Chevrolet Impala SS, and right behind him will be the 62 of David Heiza. David Heiza with HRL Motorsports. We haven't had a chance to see him race too much. I know he's recently gone through a move, and so he hasn't been able to come on with us and race for a couple weeks now. Everything shows that David's pretty quick. He had a 27:672 during practice this evening, so he is running the Johnson & Johnson No More Tears Impala SS. So a big welcome back to David Heiza from HRL Motorsports. Best of luck this evening, sir, and hopefully you're able to improve on that practice lap you had, get towards the top of the qualifying charts. Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Alexander is able to pick up the quick time right at this time with first place finish of 27,687. David Heisa picked up a 27,758, good enough to qualify 8th for this evening so far. The next two cars coming on the track are the 85 of Zach Lindgren in the Haviland Chevy Impala SS. Following him will be the number 7 of Tyler Justice in the SimSpec PC Towers Impala SS. The 85 of Zach Lindgren drops her down into turn 3 at 190 miles per hour. It gets her right down to the white line, ladies and gentlemen. Coming off of turn 4, he'll go through the quaddle. We'll pick up the start-finish line for his first qualifying time. Lap with a 28.207. That's good enough for 16th quickest. In practice, he was the second fastest with a 27.672. So he's got some time to make up in this next lap. We'll see if he's able to improve. Coming across the start-finish line in his second lap, Zach Lindgren in the 85 is quick time with a 27.650. Now on track coming into turn 3 for his second lap is the number 7 SimSpec PC Tower Impala SS of Tyler Justice. He's coming through the quad oval picking up the checker flag. And his qualifying time is a 27.643. Good enough for a quick time. He will start first tonight. So far, we have Tyler Justice on top of the leader, on the top of the qualifying tower. Zach Lindgren is second, with Jason Alexander third. Right now, coming to the staging will be number 66 of Bradley Wilson. He is running the Hatfield Racing Engine Chevrolet Impala SS tonight in the NMNTS Sunday Night ARCA Series. Bradley Wilson in the 66, ladies and gentlemen, ran a 27.737 in practice tonight. We'll see if he's able to improve on that time to move himself up the leaderboard. This comes by the start-finish. He takes the green flag for his first lap. Looks like he's doing everything he can to build up as much speed as possible, running the high line through 1 and 2. So we'll see if he continues that trend in 3 and 4, and then maybe drop down to the bottom in his second lap. His first lap is a 28.636 for Bradley Wilson in the 66, good enough for 18th quickest. So he drops that car right down to the white line in turns 1 and 2 and comes off the exit. He's up to over 190 miles an hour going down the backstretch, ladies and gentlemen. He'll enter turn 3 at 194, bring it right down to the white line. And as he comes through the quad oval taking the checker flag, he finishes with a qualifying time of 27.825, 15th quickest. Excuse me, correction, ladies and gentlemen, third quickest, 27.676. That will do it for qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. That was one heck of a lap made there by Bradley Wilson to finish third. Tyler Justice of SimSpec PC Towers will pick up the SimSpec PC Pole Award this evening with a time of 27.643. As you'll see, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of these times are all within about a tenth and a half of each other. What does that mean for us tonight? We're going to have some pretty solid side-by-side racing. Got a lot of good drivers and exciting drivers in this one here. So I'm going to see if I can't catch up with our Pole Award winner, Tyler Justice. Give me one moment. I'll be right back with you, ladies and gentlemen. Tyler Justice, ladies and gentlemen, our SimSpec PC Apollo Award winner with a 27,643 tonight, is joining us in the booth. Tyler, that was an amazing lap. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Felt pretty good. It's going to be an interesting race with you being able to hold it wide open for the first few laps here. But after you get some wear on your tires, it's going to start getting pretty tight and pushing pretty hard off the corner. So hopefully we can keep it out of the wall and keep our nose clean and hopefully pull off the win.
Yeah, definitely. It was interesting to watch a lot of guys going around. They're making up a lot of time on their second lap. So what do you see happening tonight? You going to be able to go flat out for the majority of the time, or have you had a chance to take a look at how many laps you'll be able to go wide open before you have to start lifting to make it safe in the corners without pushing up?
It's just a few laps that you can go wide open around here before it starts pushing too bad, before you have to get out of the throttle. But it's still when you have to let off even just a little bit, it's still like running almost wide open. The draft is going to be a big key here, and I don't know, it's you're going to be able to pass on the outside lane, I think, with it being able to push so bad coming off the corner. Maybe the bottom guy will slip up and you can get around him on the outside, but I think the draft is going to be a big thing, so we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be an exciting race. So congratulations again on another SimSpec PC Tower Pole Award. Anybody out there you want to thank?
Yes, sir. I want to thank my sponsor, SimSpec, as always. I want to thank John Barron, Ken Fiance. I want to thank all my teammates. Thank Bradley and Michael for the league. And thank you guys in the booth.
Absolutely. Have a great race tonight. Looking forward to talking to you again later at the end, hopefully.
All right. I appreciate it.
Maybe the start of another sweep this weekend, hey?
I hope so. We'll see.
All right, buddy. Congrats on the lap. We'll see you. Go get ready for that race, and we'll be talking to you later, hopefully.
All right. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Tyler Justice, our SimSpec PC Tower award-winning pole position tonight. That being said, we are getting ready to go green here shortly. We will rotate over into these guys will go through and make their final adjustments and changes to these cars, and we will start staging for the green flag here shortly. Just want to take care of something really quick with the ladies and gentlemen out there watching on YouTube. Last week, we had a big blunder, and it was mostly made by me, so I want to give a big shout-out to all the fans, friends of the NMNTS League, families watching, children, everybody out there. I made a huge mistake last week and had said some very vulgar language over the live broadcast, and it was a complete unprofessional mistake of my own. I sincerely apologize to all you friends, family, and racers out there watching tonight and anytime in the future. You have my word that a mistake like that will never happen again. We at No Brakes TV take ourselves very seriously and take this job very seriously and try to be as professional as possible at all times. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say welcome tonight to the NMNTS Sunday ARCA Series Disabled Military Vets Racing Boyd Gaming 133 at Charlotte Motor Speedway, presented by Motor Sims Racing Magazine. If you get a chance, go out and take a look at them at www.motorsimsracing.com. Also want to give a big shout out to several of our sponsors who are on board with us week in, week out. BA Graphics is one of them, and TN Designs is the other. Two of the other majors are Oil Can Hancock's Quality Hard Goods. Go check them out at www.oilcanhancocks.com. Also want you to have an opportunity to go check out SimSpec PC Towers, ladies and gentlemen. They're also on board with us week in, week out. As you can see tonight, they are sponsoring the Pole Award win and the race. So go take a look at them when you get a chance at www.simspectv.com. Give it an opportunity to take a look at their website if you're interested in any kind of sim PC towers being built for you, whether it's farming, racing, or flying. Go take a look at them. They can get you taken care of and set up pretty good. That being said, we're getting ready to go green here and get staged up in the next 60 seconds. Dewey, good to see you were able to make it back. Tyler Justice was our SimSpec PC Tower Pole Award winner. And we're looking forward to some fun side-by-side racing here tonight at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, getting ready to roll over and get things underway here at Charlotte. 100 laps of fast and furious action here, the NMNTS ARCA series here on Sunday nights. We appreciate all of you for tuning in. Race control is getting ready to have everybody grid up on the racetrack here. All right, you should start seeing race cars on the racing surface. Tonight's starting lineup here tonight at Charlotte Motor Speedway. On the pole in the 7, that is Tyler Justice. In the 85, Zach Lindgren to his outside. Starting in the second row inside the 66 of Bradley Wilson, and to his outside, that'll be the 5 of Jason Alexander. Row number 3, you have the 114 of Jared Beasley, and to his outside, that is the 07 of Gordon Larson Jr. Next row, DJ Hargrove on the inside, Matt Skipper on the outside. Right behind DJ Hargrove in the next row is dad Billy Hargrove in the 22, and to his outside, that's the 17 of Alan Westman starting in 10th. Good to see the 62 of David Heise back. He starts in 11th. 12th is the 75 of Terry Mason. 13th will be the 12 of Corey Walters, and to his outside in 14th position, that's the 99 of Ronald White. Starting in the 15th position, that is the 16 of Evil Knievel Michael Redding, and to his outside, the 77 is Cody West. Behind them in the 69, that's John Barron, and to his outside in the 72, that's Kenneth Younts. Starting in the 19th position, that is the 92 of Christopher Matthews. And then it should be in 20th, Andrew Cardinale, and bringing up the rear of the field, the 90 of Robbie Buckner. Cars getting ready to roll here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, at Charlotte Motor Speedway. We are under the lights, as you heard earlier. This should be a awesome evening for racing here with NMNTS.
Yeah, Dewey, it's going to be a lot of fun tonight. I think this is going to be one of the more exciting races we've had the opportunity to do here at NMNTS here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. I think we're going to see a lot of clean driving, a lot of long green flag runs. It should be a lot of fun. Multiple lanes of racing tonight, and all these drivers are pretty doggone quick and pretty good with their cars. So it'll be interesting to see how long we're able to go on these green flag runs before these guys' tires start really impacting their driving lines. But from what we heard from Tyler in the opening interview from the pole award, he says he anticipates guys being able to pass on the outside coming up through the field, so it'll be interesting to see how that works out.
Cars rolling down the back straightaway, getting ready to enter turns 3 and 4. When they come to the stripe, the green will be out and will be underway here with the NMNTS ARCA series here tonight. This is the first of 3 nights in a row. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, the NMNTS. They run all 3 nights, so make sure to tune in the next 2 nights. But tonight it's all about the ARCA series. Tyler Justice and Zach Lindgren are set to take you to the green flag. Pace car pulls in. Flagman looking. Green is out. We're underway at Charlotte. Little bit of an accordion effect there on the start, but Tyler Justice takes the early lead down to the back straightaway. Zach Lindgren is in second.
He's followed by the 66 Bradley Wilson, and then fourth would be Jason Alexander in the number 5, Dewey. Already got a battle going on for fifth. It looks like DJ Hargrove and the number, that looks like the number, is that the 114 at Jared Beasley? Yes, it is.
Jared Beasley and DJ Hargrove swapping positions. They're both battling hard as Jared Beasley able to get by him in turns 1 and 2. DJ Hargrove going to follow him here on the high side in turns 3 and 4. Now looks to the bottom as they're coming up to the stripe. The 114 of Jared Beasley gets a run on the 5 of Jason Alexander.
At the same time, Jason Alexander's looking to dive under the 66 of Bradley Wilson going into turn 3. He'll come up through the quad, or excuse me, into turn 1. Coming up through the quad, it looks like Jason Alexander is able to get underneath of the 114 and Jared Beasley as they run side by side coming out of turn 3 and 4, and Jared Beasley's going to be able to maintain that position. He's going to pick up the 4th spot coming across the start finish line. So we got some pretty interesting racing going on back here a little ways. We got the 12 of Corey Walters, the 17 of Alan Westman, and the 99 of Ronald White. Ronald White drops to the bottom, and he's going to take away 2 for 1 as he tries to get to the bottom in turn 3. Coming out of turn 4, we'll see if he can hold on to it going through the quad oval. And he is going to pick up 2 positions just like that, moving his way up to 12th position is Ron White. 2 for 1 on that
last
pass
lap,
today.
the
Pretty
85,
exciting.
Zach Lindgren takes the lead from Tyler Justice. Tyler Justice back on the inside here down the back straightaway. A great battle between these two, as Tom was talking about those guys in the back. These two really started going at it here. And the 85, Zach Lindgren, is going to get the advantage here through turns 3 and 4, and he will lead another lap.
And there goes Bradley Wilson, number 16, underneath the bottom of the number 17 of Alan Westman. He's going to take over that position as Alan Westman tries to pull the crossover coming down the backstretch. He'll drop down to the bottom and try to get that position back. Right up behind them is the number 77 of Cody West. He's running just behind these two drivers, seeing what they can do. And it looks like Bradley Wilson's going to be able to maintain that position coming out of turn 4, crossing the start-finish. Excuse me, Michael Redding, ladies and gentlemen.
Zach Lindgren's still your leader. The 7 of Tyler Justice is stalking him around the racetrack right now. Tyler not really pushing the envelope, just running his line, and he is definitely hanging right there at the 85 of Zach Lindgren. Tyler Justice on the wall out of turns 3 and 4.
And he is loose coming through the quad over, and he is on his lid, ladies and gentlemen, tumbling down the front stretch. It's the number 7 Sinspec PC Tower rig of Tyler Justice.
He just gets clipped by the 90 of Robbie Buckner as he comes to a rest. Somehow, Tyler Justice still able to keep rolling there, but that car looks extremely beat up. It doesn't look like it wants to handle too well. We'll see if he tries to continue.
Ladies and gentlemen, if that Simsec PC Tower number 7 hasn't damaged his motor too bad, he might be able to keep running on this race, but he's going to take some significant time on pit road having to fix that damage to maintain his position. Be able to maintain and keep up the pace with these other fast cars on the track. Looks like pit road will be open this time by. It looks like the leader's dropping down. He's going to come in for some fresh 4 tires. It looks like we're going to have a lot of other drivers coming down, almost the whole field. Do we have anybody who wants to stay out?
Stays out.
And David Heiza will stay out. He'll lead him a lap, move him up into the Another car staying out. Looks like to be the number 75 as well of Terry Mason. Big race off pit road. Looked like the 85 of Zach Lingner just able to nose Bradley Wilson in the number 66. And Jared Beasley in the 114 is third off, so he'll be up by 2 positions coming off pit road.
Followed out by DJ Hargrove and Matt Skipper. Looks like David Heise came down pit road, but now the 75 of Terry Mason, he's going to stay out. And he will inherit the lead here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Zach Lindgren will restart to his outside. In the second row, that's going to be Bradley Wilson, flanked by the 114 of Jared Beasley. Behind them, DJ Hargrove, Matt Skipper. 7th, Jason Alexander. 8th should be the 77 of Cody West. 9th, Billy Hargrove. And 10th is the 07 of Gordon Larson Jr. when we come back to restart here at Charlotte.
Right now, Dewey, looks like we'll be getting back to the restart line with about 87 laps to go. That'll give us 14 in the books, or 15 in the book so far, and some pretty solid racing so far as we see these guys were driving their hearts out, trying to do as much ground as they can towards getting in track position. So be interested to see what happens during this next cycle of run. Which guys are going to see if any guys are going to go after it early, or are there going to be some guys that are going to sit back and try to save their equipment for the long green flag run?
And the 75 of Terry Mason does come down pit road here. So that'll just put everybody up 1. So now your front row coming back to green next time by is 85 Zach Lindgren and the 66 of Bradley Wilson. Cars are reaching turns 3 and 4. And the pace car will pull into the pit area this time. And Zach Lindgren will restart this race here at Charlotte. Pace car pulls in. And Zach Lindgren's back on the gas, and we're back underway. Seems Bradley Wilson may have missed a shift as the 114 of Jared Beasley sneaks to the inside, and looks like Matt Skipper's going to try the same here below the 66 of Bradley Wilson. A great restart for the 85 of Zach Lindgren. Pulls out to a little bit of a lead over Jared Beasley, but the 114 has been strong since the drop of the green flag. He's going to try and reel him in. Right now, mostly everybody's single file. Zach Lindgren, he has company. The 114 of Jared Beasley has reeled him in here out of turns 3 and 4. Jared Beasley just continues to close the gap little by little.
We got Corey Walters back here, Julie, with Michael Redding. They are battling side by side coming into turn 1. We've got, the 81 of Andrew Cardinale on the bottom. Michael Redding on the high side. Gordon Larson, just as we're looking at that, comes into turn 3. He dives down to the bottom, tries to take position away from the number 24 of DJ Hargrove. So it looks like with the draft, we got a few cars out there that are making a couple of good, solid runs, getting into this corner doing. They're dropping down, and they're able to pick off a position here and there.
Terry Mason, unscheduled down pit road, came back out. He moves to the high side, lets everybody go by. Right now, your top 3, you could throw a blanket over them. They're running so close together right now. 85, Zach Lundgren. 114, Jared Beasley. 26, Matt Skipper.
And back here battling again are the 16 of Michael Redding and Andrew Cardinale. He's able to go by him on the high side going into turn 1. He is able to take over that position from the 16 of Michael Redding on exit. Salad Westman drafts right up to the bumper of Michael Redding as well in the 17 car.
Zach Lindgren able to pull out to a little bit more of a lead over the 114 of Jared Beasley. The 26 of Matt Skipper also sliding back a little bit. The 66 of Bradley Wilson and the 5 of Jason Alexander now starting to enter the picture as they're trying to fight their way into the top 3.
We got about a 4 or 5 car battle back here, do you, with DJ Hargrove, Michael Redding, the number 77 as well, of Cody West. These guys are battling for position hard. As you see, the 81 of Andrew Cardinale drops to the bottom in turn 3, trying to take a position away on the high side, but he does not hold the momentum as the 77 maintains that position coming across screen check.
The 66 of Bradley Wilson sneaks to the inside of Matt Skipper. The 5, Jason Alexander, going to follow him through.
We are 3 wide down the backstretch, Dewey, with Michael Redding and Andrew Cardinale. It looks like Michael Redding drops to the bottom underneath the 77 to take that position away. Andrew Cardinale thinks best about it and backs off to get out of that 3 wide before entering the corner.
That is some aggressive driving between those 3. You need to keep an eye on them. That may or may not result into an accident. Getting a little close with a little bit of rubbing. It sometimes get a little bit too hot under the collar and you can cause a big pileup.
Well, Dewey, there's definitely been nothing short of excitement here tonight at the Charlotte Motor Speedway under the lights. These guys are racing hard right now. The 77 and the 81 continue to battle lap after lap, side by side, trying to get that extra position. It looks like the 81 of Andrew Cardinale drops back in line, but as he picks up a run coming down the front stretch, he dives down to the bottom and tries to get that position each time, but the 77 is able to hold his momentum on the high side.
92 of Christopher Matthews in the wall.
Ladies and gentlemen, looked like that battle got to be just a little too much as the 81 of Andrew Cardinale just gets into the rear bumper barely of the 77, just gets him a little bit loose, pushes him up the track and is able to dive down to the bottom and take off. But don't look now, the 12 of Corey Walters is right back to the bumper of the 81, followed by the number 66 of Bradley Wilson and the number 17 of Alan Westman. Excuse me, that was the 82 of David Heisel, ladies and gentlemen, not the 62 of David Heisel, not the 66 of Bradley Wilson.
The battle for second is on right now as Bad Bradley Wilson able to catch the 114 of Jared Beasley. These two is inside. These two have been side by side for about a lap or two as caution is out here at Charlotte. Looks like Billy Hargrove coming out of two gets loose, slams into the inside wall hard, which brought out this caution here. Looks like we'll see quite a few cars coming down pit road here. Evil Knievel's going to stay out. Looks like everybody else is coming down. We'll have to keep an eye on the 77 Cody West. I heard over team communications he's not very happy with the 81 of Andrew Cardinale. Drama starting to build here at Charlotte. Bradley Wilson, the first one off pit road by a big-time margin. Jared Beasley second. Zach Lindgren third. Jason Alexander and Gordon Larson Jr. round out the top five coming off of pit road. So coming to the restart, the 66 of Bradley Wilson is now your leader. Jared Beasley will restart to his outside. Zach Lindgren restart third. Jason Alexander fourth. Rounding out the top five, that's going to be the 07 of Gordon Larson Jr.
In the sixth position will be Michael Redding up from a 15th starting spot. In the seventh position will be Matt Skipper. In the eighth position, Corey Walters. Ninth will be David Heisen in the 62. Ronald White will be in the 10th position in the number 99. Ladies and gentlemen, we have completed 31 laps of 100 so far tonight here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Well, we have an opportunity during this caution. I wanted to take a moment to thank our sponsors, first and foremost, NMNTS for putting on the Sunday Night ARCA Series through Disabled Military Vets Racing, presented by Motor Sims Racing Magazine. Go take a look at them at www.motorsimsracing.com. Also want to give a big thank you to our sponsors, two key sponsors, night in, night out. That's Hancock Oil Can Quality Hard Goods. Go check them out at www.oilcanhancocks.com and SimSpec PC Towers at simspec.com. We also have on board tonight BA Graphics and TN Designs, ladies and gentlemen, as we are side by side, double file. We'll be going green here, coming out of turn 4 when the pace car drops off.
Bradley Wilson, Jared Beasley are going to take you back to the stripe. The restart lies on the 66 of Bradley Wilson. As soon as the pace car pulls in, he is free to restart this race. Pace car is in. He's on the gas. We're back underway at Charlotte. Great restart for Zach Lindgren and Jason Alexander as they're both trying to sneak to the inside of the 114 of Jared Beasley. Great battle for third right now. Jason Alexander and Jared Beasley still side by side. Matt Skipper, Gordon Larson Jr. right behind those two. Into 3 and 4, the advantage does go to the 114 of Jared Beasley.
So, Dewey, we got a 5-car battle back here towards the back with, looks like David Heisa, Alan Westman, DJ Hargrove, Christopher Matthews, Cody West, and Kenneth Younts. It was Alan Westman in 17 as 7-2 of Kenneth Younts right on his bumper as Kenneth Younts dives to the bottom in turn 3, tries to pick up that position and see if he can bet it on an extra to 4. Looks like 17 and Alan Westman's able to hold on to that momentum.
The 5, Jason Alexander, slides up the track, almost takes out the 114 of Jared Beasley. Good piece of driving by all these guys to avoid Jason Alexander here coming down the back straightaway in turns 3 and 4. Gordon Larson Jr., the great run right past the 26 of Matt Skipper. The 81 of Andrew Cardinale follows him right around the outside. And now they'll begin to battle for the 4th position.
Dewey, that's one car tonight, the 07 of Gordon Larson Jr. That driver, we've seen him improve week after week after week. He's getting better starting positions, better finishing spots. So Gordon Larson Jr. out there in the 07, he's got one heck of a run going tonight, keeping himself in the top 5 at this point.
114 of Jared Beasley dives to the inside of the 85 of Zach Lindgren for second. Zach's going to hold on to the momentum on the outside. You can see the right side of that race car has quite a bit of damage as Zach Lindgren got into the wall about a lap ago. And just coming out of nowhere, the 81 of Andrew Cardinale to the outside of the 114 of Jared Beasley. As Cardinale looks like he's been shot out of a cannon right now on the tail of the 85 of Zach Lindgren. Great 4-car battle for the lead here coming out of turn number 4. Bradley Wilson trying to hold him off. Zach Lindgren now looks to his outside. Andrew Cardinale, Jared Beasley, and now Gordon Larson Jr. coming into the picture. Matt Skipper not too far out. They're 2 by 2.
Looks like the 62 of David Heisa also wants to get in the mix up there, Dewey. He hasn't been on the track for a while, so he's looking to come up with a solid finish tonight as well. Looks like we have the top 10 cars. They're all within about a tenth of a second of each other.
Zach Lindgren will take the lead over Andrew Cardinale now in second. A good battle between the 66 of Bradley Wilson and the 07 of Gordon Larson Jr. That's for third. Jared Beasley slides up a little bit, almost gets into Matt Skipper. No harm, no foul. They're going to keep hammering down around Charlotte Motor Speedway.
It's nice to see that 99 and Ronald White, a single car team out here tonight, having a good run. He's had some tough luck the last couple weeks. He's got himself up into the 8th position, cracking the top 10, and he looks to be holding his own pretty good up there. So good night for Ronald White, the 99. Hopefully he has a lot of success moving forward. As this time by, we will have 58 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen.
The battle for the lead is on right now. And caution out on the speedway. Looks like David Heise and the 114 of Jared Beasley get into some trouble. They collect the 12 of Corey Walters. That's a tough break for those guys as they were all running in the top 10. The 114 of Jared Beasley still on the track, has massive damage to that race car as he was fast all night long. The 62, David Heise, having a great run. First time back here in quite a while for him. Looks like everybody's going to come down pit road here. Couple cars staying out. Looks like Evil Knievel. Tyler Justice back on track about 29 laps down. And Terry Mason, the first car a lap down, also on pit road. Zach Lindgren wins the race off pit road. Andrew Cardinale right behind him. And it looks like the 26 of Matt Skipper. 07 Gordon Larson Jr. and the 24 of DJ Hardgrove. Have to say a pretty good run for the 26, Matt Skipper. He's struggled quite a bit here lately in the NMNTS, but he's having a pretty good rebound here tonight at Charlotte. Michael Redding did not come down pit road. He's still on track. We'll see if maybe he'll sneak back down pit road this time by, as we've seen a couple guys do. Or if he decides to try and play a little bit of pit strategy and put himself at the front of the field. Well, ladies and gentlemen, lights are out on the pace car. The restart's going to look something like this. The 16 of Michael Redding does stay out on track. He will restart this race as the leader. The 85 of Zach Lindgren to his outside in second. Second row is going to be Andrew Cardinale and Matt Skipper right behind them. Gordon Larson Jr. and DJ Hardgrove. Bradley Wilson, Ronald White, Jason Alexander, and Christopher Matthews to round out your top 10.
Restarted in 11th to be the 77 of Cody West, and 12th to be the 17 of Alan Westman, followed by Robbie Buckner and Kenneth Yellens. 69 of John Barron will restart 15th with the 75 of Terry Mason in 16th. The 114 of Jared Beasley is currently shown in the 17th position, with David Heisen in 18th position, 2 laps down. 19th position will be Corey Walters, currently 3 laps down. And Billy the Fisherman Hargrove, currently 16 laps down in the 22nd position.
Pace car getting ready to drop down pit road. Michael Redding, he's back on the gas, and we're back underway here at Charlotte. Zach Linger with a not-so-good restart. He has fallen back here. He is in 4th, and he's under fire from the 07 of Gordon Larson Jr., and he will lose that spot here in turns 3 and 4.
Pretty good battle going on side by side back here between Christopher Matthews and the 62. Inside of him is going to be Pardon me, ladies and gentlemen, that was the 92 of Christopher Matthews. As he goes around, he's getting to the back bumper. 75 of Jason Alexander pushes up. Looks like he's going to try to go down below and pick up a spot from him. Following him through will be Alan Westman across the start-finish line going into turn 1. They'll pick up a position over Jason Alexander. He also opened the door for the number 77 as well to come through, and Cody West.
A change for the lead, the 81 Andrew Cardinale able to get it from the 16 of Michael Redding. Matt Skipper also to the inside of Michael Redding, and that's for second. Almost contact between those two as they're racing hard for that second position. Give it to Matt Skipper.
Now coming back here in the back, you have 17 Alan Westman dropping to the inside, looking to pick up a position over to the number 92 of Christopher Matthews. Going into turn 3, and he'll be able to maintain that as he slides up on the exit of 4 through the quad oval and then picks up that position. That is for ninth position.
Seems like the 85 Zach Lindgren must be struggling a little bit. He was one of the strongest cars of the race. He has now fallen back to the 8th position. He's trying to battle on the outside of Ronald White in the 99 for 7th, but the 85 went straight backwards on the restart here.
So like Ronald White's going to have the bottom, and Alan Westman in the 17 is getting a solid push from Christopher Matthews in the 92 on the high side as they're going to try to take that position away coming through the quad oval going into turn 1. You know, generally, Dewey, a lot of people around these tracks out here on iRacing, they look at the drafting and figure, you know, you're only going to really see that at Daytona and Talladega. When you get into the K&N cars here at Charlotte, you've got plenty of track, and the draft makes a huge difference on people getting runs on each other as well. If you get in too tight behind the guy's bumper going into the corners, you're going to feel that aero push is going to take place and run you up the racetrack. So you guys got to... These boys got to be careful out there when they're making those passes coming in with right on the rear bumper, pushing somebody through the corners.
Had a pretty good battle going on right now between the 24 of DJ Hargrove, the 07 of Gordon Larson Jr. They're battling for 4th.
Oh, the 16 kisses the wall on exit of 2, doing. He's going to lose a lot of momentum. We're going to have 4 cars try to get by him on the bottom right in a row. That'd be the... Ronald White's taking over the position to start finish. Alan Weston will be around the bottom. That's another big thing about here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. You lose any momentum, these boys are going to go by you in a flash. And here we are, 3 wide going down the backstretch. And they think better of it and bring it back to 2 wide as 77 of Cody West tries to drop underneath Alan Westman in the number 17, and he's going to be able to take that position away coming off the exit of turn 4.
Right now, it is all Andrew Cardinale up front, 1.5 second lead over Matt Skipper. And he is not looking back. He is continuing to stretch his lead out lap after lap.
As we come by this time, ladies and gentlemen, we will have 43 laps. That is 43 laps to go. Andrew Cardinale in the 81 is pulling away, Dewey, that's for sure. It'll be interesting to see here over the next 10 to 15 laps if any of these guys back here can make up any ground on the 81, if they save their equipment or save their tires good enough, because it does take a few laps around here to really wear your tires out in the K&N cars. They handle so well. So like right now, dude, we got DJ Hargrove coming out of the exit of turn 4 through the quad oil. He's going to take over second position, followed right through by Gordon Larson Jr. in the 07 past Matt Skipper. Also getting in that mix is the 66 of Bradley Wilson. And ladies and gentlemen, you're seeing some good, exciting side-by-side battles tonight. Looks like the 17 of Alan Westman gets back up to the bumper on the exit of 2 to Ronald White in the 19, and 85 of Zach Lingden's on his way back down again through the field as he drops down to the bottom, trying to take a position away from the 17 of Alan Westman, but he's going to hold his momentum coming out of turn 4, and he will hold that position through the quad oval. As he dives to the high side of the 99, the 17 has a run, trying to take away 6th position from Ronald White as he comes around the exit and high line of turn 1 on the exit of turn 2. And they are fighting side by side to hold on to that 6th position between 99. Ronald White pushes up a little bit out of turn 4, and he's got to get out of the gas. That gives the 17 the momentum to get by as he's going to look now to try to take over a position from the 26 of Matt Skipper going into turn 1.
Right now, pretty good battle for second going on between the 24 DJ Hargrove, the 07 of Gordon Larson Jr., the 66 of Bradley Wilson. Now the 17 of Alan Westman will also enter the picture as DJ Hargrove runs a little bit higher line than the 07 of Gordon Larson Jr., and they've been about the same interval here for the past couple of laps.
Yeah, Dewey, the 66 and the 17, they've really hooked up. Just checking their lap times last time by, they were a good 0.3 faster than the leader running back there. So that means they are making up some ground on Andrew Cardinale, even though he's checked out quite a ways. It's going to take some time to get back to him, but it'll be interesting to see if they can keep up that momentum, if they're able to get by these two cars here in the 07 of Gordon Larson Jr. and 24 DJ Hargrove. Another solid battle going on back here as Ken Youns drops to the bottom on the exit of 4, and he's able to take away position from Jason Alexander at the start-finish line. We got 4 cars battling pretty hard. We've got the 5 of Jason Alexander, the 114 of Jared Beasley, and the 77 of Cody West, as well as the 72 of Ken Youns.
Alan Westman able to get by the 66 of Bradley Wilson, sets his sights on the 07 of Gordon Larson Jr. here coming to the start-finish line. Alan Westman really coming on strong here the later this run gets.
Last time by, Dewey, the leader's time was a 29.242. Second place car and DJ Hargrove was a 29.029, so he was 0.2 quicker. Andrew Gordon Larson was a 29.09. Alan Westman was a 29.05, and Bradley Wilson was a 28.94. So those top 5 cars are all running really close to each other. Second, third, and fourth place cars are doing whatever they can to pick up and make up as much time on the 81. That could be the 81's got so much time ahead of him, he's got an opportunity to save his equipment for this long run we're looking at right now.
Gordon Larson Jr. able to get around the 24 of DJ Hargrove. A little bit of contact, but not enough to upset either car. And now Alan Westman's going to try and look to the outside of DJ Hargrove. Not going to get enough here through turns 3 and 4.
Now back here in the 9th position, we got Matt Skipper being worked on by the number 5 of Jason Alexander, trying to get that 9th position away. And you got Jared Beasley in the 114 also trying to get involved in that one. He wants to crack the top 10 as well, Dewey, as he was up there running pretty fast and got into a little bit of trouble there, but he's able to get back on the lead lap, and he's been running pretty strong since the restart.
DJ Hargrove, Bradley Wilson side by side for 4th place, as DJ Hargrove was running second just a couple laps ago, but these guys have worked their way around him and are starting to leave him behind, as Bradley Wilson is trying to do the same here through turns 3 and 4, and he will clear the 24 of DJ Hargrove. What once was a 3.5 second lead for Andrew Cardinale has been chopped down to 1 second by the 07 of Gordon Larson Jr.
Yeah, Dewey, it looks like if the 07 and the 17 are able to hook up, they are teammates from HRL Motorsports, so they may be able to put something together and push each other around this track to get back to that 81. This time by, Gordon Larson Jr. has knocked that lead down to 0.8. He's got that thing on a rail. Great to see Gordon Larson Jr. running up front. As I said earlier, he's been improving week in, week out.
He makes a pass for the lead down the back straightaway in the turns 3 and 4. The 07 of Gordon Larson Jr. to the point.
Oh,
Gordon Larson
we got
Jr.
a
takes
spinner
the
out
lead.
of turn 4. Gets loose coming through the grass. Gets down to pit road. He's able to save it and maintain.
Gordon Larson Jr. able to take the lead and make the 81 of Andrew Cardinale look like he was sitting still down the back straightaway. As now the 17 of Alan Westman is going to try and reel in the 81 of Andrew Cardinale for 2nd place.
Ladies and gentlemen, the number 7 of Gordon Larson Jr. running out front. Good to see him having an excellent race. He is fast as can be tonight. Looks like he was able to save his tires and fight his way back up there and take over that position from the 81. Be interested to see how the rest of this race goes out, because this time by, we're going to have 24 to go. 24 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen.
Good battle here for third. 17 of Alan Westman, 66 of Bradley Wilson. Been running side by side the past couple of laps. Seems like the 66 of Bradley Wilson a little bit faster than Alan Westman, just cannot get the momentum on the bottom compared to Alan on the high side.
Yeah, that's going to be one of the other things that's going to happen quite a bit here, Dewey, is all these guys have been running now for about 30 laps this green flag run. Their tires are starting to get worn, so it's going to be a lot easier to attempt the pass than actually pulling it off. As you can see, DJ Hargrove tried to get to the bottom of the 66, was not able to hold the momentum going through the corners. So that's one big thing that's happening with these guys' tires. Early in the run, they could pass on the bottom like that pretty easy without pushing up, but now they get to the bottom and the inside, and they have to lift just a little bit, and the momentum is where the high side is. So they're able to, guys on the high side are able to drive off away from them. As we look now, we got the 17. Alan Westman on the high side through the quad oval, gets the rear bumper, the 81 of Andrew Cardinale. See them running nose to tail down the backstretch, Julie. We'll see if Alan Westman 17's got anything for the 81 of Andrew Cardinale coming out of turn 4. While that battle's going on, Gordon Larson Jr. has been able to extend his lead to 1.3 seconds, ladies and gentlemen, and this next time by, we will have 18 laps to go. And Bradley Wilson looks to make the pass on the 17, Alan Westman, coming out of turn 2. They are side by side going down the backstretch in this battle for the third position. Alan Westman on the high side in 17, Bradley Wilson on the low side, coming into turn 3 on exit of turn 4. Looks like the 17 of Alan Westman's going to be able to hold the momentum coming off, and he will hold that position when we start to cross start-finish line. In the meantime, those two have caught the 81 of Andrew Canale, and Alan Westman's decided he is on a rail. It looks like the 66, Bradley Wilson's going to have to back off a little bit and try to cool off his tire, trying to make that pass in the bottom. He might have heated him up just a little too much.
DJ Hargrove and Bradley Wilson still battling hard. That's for the 4th position. DJ Hargrove got by Bradley Wilson last lap. Bradley Wilson able to get back by him here out of turns 3 and 4. The 24 trying to rebound and put himself back up towards the front here, but starting to struggle late.
Last time by, Dewey, the leader, Gordon Larson Jr., ran a 29.92. Second place car, Andrew Cardinale, won a 29.89. And Alan Westman ran a 29.88. So that being said, those times are really close by. They're going to have to pick it up quite a bit to be able to get back to the leader before this race runs out. As next time by, we will have 12 to go, ladies and gentlemen. 12 to go, and are we seeing the developing of a first-time winner here in the NMNTS ARCA Series in the number 07 of Gordon Larson Jr.?
Alan Westman almost gets in the wall out of turn 2, has to check up. He's going to lose the spot to Bradley Wilson and DJ Hargrove. Alan Westman trying to battle back on the high side of the 24, and he's going to get him here at the line. Right now, the battle is on for second as well. The 66 of Bradley Wilson applying a ton of pressure to the 81 of Andrew Cardinale. He's trying to make his way on the bottom. It seems like the high side momentum has been key thus far, but the 66 of Bradley Wilson is really starting to roll there on the bottom of the racetrack as he does get by the 81 of Andrew Cardinale.
That has given the opening of the door for the 24 and the 17 to fight their way back up. Right now, we're developing for a 4-core battle. Looks like to be for second place. Bradley Wilson's able to make that pass to go into second place in the 66. So he's got some work to do to catch up to Gordon Larson Jr. is currently 2.4 seconds ahead of the second place car of Bradley Wilson. So he's got some work to do with 10 to go. Next time by, we will have 9 to go, ladies and gentlemen. 9 laps to go.
Gordon Larson Jr. leading by 2.1 seconds. Bradley Wilson loose in turns 1 and 2, able to save it. Great piece of driving there. 81 of Cardinale had to check up, and now DJ Hargrove going to try and take advantage to go to the inside of the 81.
That was one heck of a piece of driving there by all 3 of those cars, Dewey. On those old tires, they've run now about 35, almost 40 laps on these tires. As we come by this time, we'll have 8 laps to go. So they've got some work to do, and they're going after it hard for that second place finish. We got a battle for the podium going on up here, Dewey. It's pretty exciting. What's that doing, though, is that's giving Gordon Larson an opportunity to extend that lead even further. The last time by, he was 2.6 seconds ahead of the field. It's like DJ Hargrove, the fisherman's got his bumper right to the back of Bradley Wilson, trying to do whatever he can to get around him in that race for second position.
About 3/10 cut into the lead of the 07 of Gordon Larson Jr. by Bradley Wilson and company. DJ Hargrove still right there with Bradley Wilson. Andrew Cardinale, Alan Westman have fallen off a little bit, but the 85 of Zach Lundgren able to catch up to the 17 of Alan Westman.
And that's going to be a battle as Zach Lindgren goes to the bottom across the stripe, going into turn 1 on the bottom, trying to take that position away from the 17 of Alan Westman. Looks like Zach Lindgren was able to save his tires pretty good as they go side by side down the backstretch in that battle for the top 5 position. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, this is the kind of racing we've been seeing week in, week out with the NMNTS series at all three levels of the racing, both the ARCA, trucks, and the Grand National Series. Some pretty exciting racing. Charlotte's always a fun track, and it has produced tonight, that's for sure.
DJ Hargrove going to try and look to the inside of Bradley Wilson in 3 and 4. Bradley Wilson going to try and slam the door. Hargrove gets his nose in there, but does not get enough momentum to get by the 66 of Bradley Wilson, but they are side by side. Just a handful of laps remaining for the 07 of Gordon Larson Jr.
Not even a handful, Dewey. Next time by, we will have 2 to go, and he's got a 1.7 second lead on the second place car of Bradley Wilson and DJ Hargrove, as they are battling hard for that second place position.
DJ Hargrove makes the pass down the back straightaway over Bradley Wilson. Opens up quite a bit of a gap on the 66.
2 to go, Dewey. Next time by, we will be getting the white flag. Gordon Larson Jr., all he's got to do is keep it on the track, and he will have his first victory in the NMNTS ARCA Series.
Coming around to pick up the white flag, the 07. Gordon Larson Jr. has been dominant the second half of this race. Kept his car out front for the majority of the race, and then just looked like he was shot out of a cannon as the 81 of Andrew Cardinale had a mistake, gave up the lead, and the 07 has not looked back.
Not looked back one bit as he enters into turn 3. He's still got over a second lead. As he comes out of turn 4, coming through the quad oval, we got the 07 of Gordon Larson Jr. coming across the stripe for his first win in the NMNTS ARCA Series race. Congratulations, Gordon Larson Jr. of HRL Motorsports. Ladies and gentlemen, that was one heck of a race we got to witness tonight. Some excellent long green flag run and side-by-side racing, and a first-time winner here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be gathering up our top 3 racers for interviews tonight. We had Gordon Larson Jr. finishing first with his first win in the NMNTS Series. DJ Hargrove finishes second. Bradley Wilson third. Andrew Cardinale will finish fourth, with Zach Lindgren finishing fifth. Christopher Matthews comes by with a 6th place finish. Alan Westman will finish in 7th position. Ken Younce with the top 10 in the 8th. Terry Mason in 75 finishes 9th. Rounding out our top 10 is Jason Alexander in the number 5 car. Another excellent finish for Ronald White in the 99. Good to see him up there in the top 15. Congratulations, Ronald White, on a great run. Jared Beasley made one heck of a run coming back from the rear back up to 12th position. Robert Buckner in the 90 will finish in the 13th position. John Barron in the 69 will finish 14th. Matt Skipper in the 26 will finish 15th. 16th will be Michael Redding Evil Knievel in the number 16 car. 5 laps down. Cody West will finish 19 laps down in the 77. David Heise, who got in some trouble early, will finish 58 laps down in the 62. Tyler Justice will finish 58 laps down in the 19th position. Corey Walters in the 12 will finish 59 laps down in the 20th position, and Fisherman Billy Hargrove will round out the top 21 with 72 laps down in early trouble. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, that was one heck of a race tonight here at the Sunday ARCA Series Disabled Military Vets Racing Boy Gaming 133 at Charlotte Motor Speedway, presented by Motor Sims Racing Magazine. Right now, our other broadcaster, Dewey's down on pit road trying to catch up with these drivers here on the top three, and we'll try to get a word with them soon if we can get them caught up to. In the meantime, I want to give a big shout out to our sponsors tonight. One heck of another race put on again. That being said, a big shout out to our sponsors tonight. First and foremost, Motor Sims Racing Magazine. They present all these series and races each week, week in, week out. Go check them out at www.motorsimsracing.com. Want to have another big yell out to BA Graphics being on board and TN Designs. Those guys out there do some phenomenal paint jobs for these boys out here and across iRacing. So if you're interested in getting some paint jobs done, try to touch base with them out on here on iRacing, or maybe you can pick them up on Facebook. Also want to say a big shout out to Hancock Quality Hard Goods. Go check them out at www.oilcanhancocks.com. They have some pretty amazing little fragrances for ladies and gentlemen out there. And make sure you use their code Thunder17 to get a little discount if you're going to buy online with them. And then last but definitely not least is another one of our primary sponsors. These guys do one heck of a job. Big shout out to Ken Yeltsin and John Barron over there at SimSpec PC Towers. Some new content coming out, so exciting times for them. Go check them out at www.simspec.com, ladies and gentlemen. And Dewey, were you able to catch up with our podium finishers tonight?
Got Bradley Wilson here in the booth with us. And Bradley, congratulations here on the top three. I know it was a hard-fought race for you, buddy.
Yeah, it was. It was a good race all around, man. We were really good on the long run, and I was just hoping that hoping we'd get one there at the end like we did. And unfortunately, I got stuck behind a few cars battling for a little bit longer than I'd like. Cleared them, and man, Gordon just classed the field. There wasn't. I was running as hard as I could and as straight as I could, but man, Gordon was on a rail.
That was something else, Bradley. One heck of a race across the whole field tonight. So obviously, I know you're also the league owner, but congrats on that third place finish. And this is definitely a race you need to be pretty doggone excited about as a group.
Yeah, oh yeah. As a league owner, races like this tonight, they're what you want to see. They're chock full of great racing all around. After last week at Chicagoland too, this one's kind of a personal victory. We had a bad week there, so missed the hunt. Missed the hunt by a spot, I think. So I've made it up in my mind. We're just gonna go out and rest of the season, run hard, and start building for hopefully a good 2018.
Yeah, perfect. So again, congrats on the podium finish. Anybody you want to thank out there tonight, sir?
Oh yeah, I'd like to thank this whole team here at WFO. All the teammates in the field tonight, Zach, Robbie, Terry, Cody West, working together. This is an awesome team to be a part of. Really just, it clicks and works well. A lot of us have been together since the console days, so a lot of chemistry here. I'd also like to thank my beautiful wife for allowing me to do this and take the time to run this league and let me do what I love to do here. I'd also like to thank you guys up here in the booth for calling these races for us.
Well, Bradley, thanks again, and we will see you tomorrow night. Have a good evening.
All right, guys. You too. Thanks.
Now here in the booth, DJ Hargrove. DJ, congratulations. There, got a top three, and it was a pretty tough fought race for you. You fell back a little bit, able to battle your way back up to second place. Good job.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, it was a heck of a race, man. It was a fun time out there. Everybody raced good tonight. Some real hard racing, as you've seen. Battled all night. I hit the wall early, right after a caution. I kind of followed somebody in the wall, and I decided to fix it. That's what set me back. But I think I was down a little bit of damage or power tonight, just a little bit of damage. But it was a fun run, man.
That definitely was fun to watch. Both halves of Go Fast Motorsports in the race tonight, you and the old man Billy. So congrats on that second place finish tonight, DJ. Anybody you want to thank?
Oh yeah, the NMNTS crew, man. We'd like to thank Bradley, man. Let him know that this league's awesome, and he does 99% of the work. Well, I'm not gonna say that at all, but man, this is his league, so he's put it all through. Fought every battle there is that's been in it. So man, just want to thank him, you guys for the broadcast, my father for racing tonight. Good to see him back. Everybody made it through the hurricane down there. That's good to see, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for another great race.
Now here with the winner for this evening in the 00, Gordon Larson Jr. Normally in the 00, and the 07 here tonight, Gordon. Congratulations, man. It's been a long time coming, I feel. You just keep getting better and better, and you finally parked it.
Yeah, it's hard to even talk how excited I am, but it just felt good right from the start. You know, we qualified right there in the top 10, and we stayed there most of the time, but it just felt real good.
Yeah, Gordon, you were definitely on a rail all night. Looks like you were able to save your equipment the best of everybody in that long run. So paid off, a lot of hard work, a lot of practice. Congratulations. And I believe this is your first win, correct?
Yes, sir. This is my first win.
Well, you definitely will be celebrating tonight. Go hang out with your teammates, your wife, your significant other, and just want to say congratulations from us up here at No Brakes TV to yourself and HRL Motorsports on the finish tonight. Anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank everybody I race with, Bradley, Michael, y'all up in the booth, my team, HRL Motorsports. They brought me on board, and I think I've been getting even better with them. But I just want to thank everybody that I've been racing with. I've learned a lot, and hopefully I can grow even more.
Well, congratulations again, Gordon, and we will see you tomorrow night.
Thank you, sir.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Those are our top 3 finishers for tonight. Just wanted to say another big shout out to Michael Redding, DJ Hargrove, and first-time winner Gordon Larson Jr. That being said, Dewey, I'm going to turn it over to you so you can take care of anything we need to get taken care of, a little housekeeping issues, and then go ahead and close it out.
I just want to say thanks to everybody who tuned in on YouTube again here tonight. If you could, please subscribe and like. That helps out a lot. I want to thanks to those 2 drivers out there that were commenting during the broadcast. We look forward to having both of you tomorrow night. If you haven't already, check us out on Facebook, nobrakes.tv, and NMNTS on Facebook as well to keep up with the points and everything that's going on for the remainder of this season and the season to follow. With that being said, I want to say thanks to everybody for having me up here in the booth again this evening, and we'll pass it over to Tom to finish us out with the sponsors.
Yeah, I got to give a big shout out to Dewey Loisel. One heck of a job up in the booth again. It wouldn't be anywhere near the quality of broadcasts we could possibly have if it wasn't for him up here. Also, Mr. Tom Jenks running the cameras for No Brakes TV. Phenomenal job again. That being said, I want to touch base on our sponsors, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, Motor Sims Racing Magazine. Go check them out at www.motorsimsracing.com. I also want to give a big shout out to BA Graphics and TN Designs for designing a lot of the paints out here for these guys. And if you are interested in the paint, try to track them down on iRacing or out on Facebook. And also want to say a big thank you to SimSpec PC Towers. Ken Yellis and John Barron doing one heck of a job over there. Pretty interesting little company. So they got a lot of new things coming out. Go check out their website at www.simspec.com. And last but definitely not least is Hancock Quality Goods. Go check them out at www.oilcanhancock.com. Use the shopping code Thunder17. They got some pretty nice options there for men's fragrances coming into the fall. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to just thank our sponsors once again for being with us day in, day out, week in, week out, each race. Another big thanks to No Brakes Racing and No Brakes TV. Thank you guys for having us a part of this and broadcasting your races at NMNTS. With that being said, we're going to go off the air now. We will pick you up tomorrow at 8 p.m. as we broadcast the Monday Night Thunder Series in the trucks. Have a great night, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for tuning in.